Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Sweet and Good Torah. We're going to do the first part of Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan's The Infinite Light, and it's part one of his foundations. And he's going to go through the question of what's the meaning of life. I mean, we all spend so many days, years of our lives trying to figure out what we're supposed to do in this life. And Rabbi Kaplan's going to ask some amazing questions about what is life all about, what does the Torah say about life, what are we supposed to be doing here in this world. All right, so let's jump right in. Okay, so in order to speak about the Torah, we must speak about man and life in general. So the Torah, first of all, is a way of life. My former Rosh Yeshiva, Rav Noach Weinberg Zal, he always would say that the Torah is the Torah's Chaim, the rules of life, the instructions for living. So, and the Torah at its depth, it touches upon the very foundations of human existence. Now, if you truly understand the Torah, you know the ultimate secret of life's purpose. So one of the most important elements of life is purpose. There is an old song. So I actually looked up this song. It was written by Oscar Hammerstein and Jerome Kern for Sweet Adeline in 1930, and I saw Frank Sinatra did a cover of it. So, and the old song says, "Why was I born? Why am I living? What do I get? What am I giving?" So these are the questions that man has been asking himself ever since he first began using his intellect. So have you ever stopped and asked yourself such questions? Why was I born? What meaning does my life have? Why am I myself? How should I live this one life of mine? And what do I have to offer in this life? So when we're young, such questions often bother us. Among the problems of growing up, we try to find a philosophy of life to follow. But then caught up in the business world, after we graduate from college, or high school, whatever, we're in a job, we're in a career path, we're overwhelmed with that. So we're in the business world, the marketplace, the toil raising a family. We often forget these questions, and sometimes we're rudely awakened. When tragedy strikes, the questions are thrown at us like buckets of ice water. And when we grow old, and we all do grow old, B'ezrat Hashem, may we all have long lives, we may gaze back at a lifetime and wonder, what did I live for? But we have but one life and must make the most of it. We all want to do what is right, and we want somehow to justify our lives. Rare indeed is the person who can say, this is wrong, but I will do it anyway. We all have a feeling that some things are right and others are wrong. We have a feeling that there is meaning to life, but many of us go no further. Even when we ask the questions, we do not go very far in seeking answers. A very wise man once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." People can spend their lives seeking pleasure, fame, and riches, but never once stop to ask themselves if these things are really important. But unless one gives this serious thought, he will never know whether or not what he is doing is the right thing. He may spend his entire life pursuing useless and even dangerous goals. The most fundamental principle of the Torah is the realization that the universe is purposeful. There's a meaning to creation, and that man has a purpose in life. Chazal, our sages, teach us a person must have the wisdom to know why he is and why he exists. He must look back at his life and realize where he is going. So both man and nature have purpose because they were created by a being, an infinite being, and we call this being God. So it is impossible to imagine the world as having purpose without a creator. Without God, without Hashem, the universe would be purposeless, and human existence pointless. All life will be completely without any meaning or hope. For the sake of argument, let us look at the negative viewpoint more closely. Let us look at the world through the eyes of a man without belief and see it as the absolute atheist would. Since his world has no purposeful creator, there's no purpose in existence. Mankind becomes nothing more than an accident, with no more consequence than a bacterium or a stone. So man can even be looked upon as a vile infection and a disease on the surface of this planet. Chas v'shalom. You actually see this in the movie The Matrix, where the agents, they say that mankind is just this virus. I've seen it in a couple of science fiction movies and stuff. It's a horrible idea, really. So if there is no purpose to existence, all our hopes, desires, and aspirations are nothing more than the mechanizations of molecules and cells of our brain. So we would have no alternative than to agree with a noted cynic who declared, "Man is a sick fly, taking a dizzy ride on a gigantic flywheel." So in a world without purpose, there can be neither good nor evil, since both of these concepts imply purpose. Without a belief in some ultimate purpose, all values become completely subjective, subject to the whim of the individual. Morality becomes a matter of convenience to be thrown out when it does not serve one's immediate goal. One's philosophy of life can simply be, if you can get away with it, do it. If existence has neither purpose, meaning, nor depth, our attitude towards the world, towards our fellow people, fellow human beings, and towards society in general needs to be little more than so what? If there's no God, there's no purpose. And if there is no purpose, all man's endeavors are in vain. As it says in Tehillim, if God does not build the house, in vain do the builders toil. If Hashem does not watch the city, in vain do the guards wake. It's in Tehillim 127:1. So, but we can also look at the other side of the question and gaze at the world through the eyes of true Emunah. If we believe in Hashem as the creator of the universe, then creation has a big purpose, has a mighty purpose, and life has an infinite amount of depth to it. If man is to find meaning in life, he must seek Hashem's purpose in creation and spend his days trying to fulfill it. The existence of man, a creature who can search for purpose in life, is no longer a mere accident, but the most significant phenomenon in all creation. The concepts of good and evil take on awesome proportions. That which is in accordance with Hashem's purpose is good, while that which goes against it is evil. We are nothing less than partners with Hashem in fulfilling his purpose. Deep down, no one really feels that everything is meaningless, but many of us lose sight of the true root of all meaning, often hiding behind a facade of cliches and excuses. Deep down, however, all of us know that there is purpose in life, and ultimately in all creation. The old-fashioned materialist, who was convinced that human life was without goal or purpose and that man is an irresponsible particle of matter engulfed in a maelstrom of meaningless forces, was a man without wisdom. A great philosopher once summed up the folly of this way of thinking by saying, people who spend their lives with the purpose of proving that is purposeless constitute an interesting subject of study. So the Torah flatly says that the non-believer is a fool. In Tehillim, it says, the fool says in his heart, there is no God, in Tehillim 14:1. So what the Torah is saying is that no one who does not believe is both stupid and blind. The one who does not believe is both stupid and blind. He does not see what there is to see. Not only is he blind, but he's also likely to act blindly. He does not recognize any purpose in existence, and is therefore likely to act without direction. He does not recognize truth, and he is apt to do everything wrong. He is so unperceptive that he cannot be trusted. He says that there is no God because he's a fool. He is too blind to see Hashem all around him, or else he is too selfish to share his own world with its creator. So in the entire Torah, you will not find a single philosophical argument for the existence of Hashem. It is simply assumed. The Torah does not waste time trying to convince the atheist that he is wrong. He is considered a fool, too dull to understand or too wicked to want to. Belief, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. For over 3,000 years, the existence of Hashem was self-evident to the Jewish person. He needed no proof or demonstration. The very existence of the universe implies a creator. And in Tehillim it says, the heavens declare the glory of Hashem and the skies proclaim his handiwork, in Tehillim 19:2. Their very existence is a song declaring the glory of their creator. So if you see these like beautiful photographs from NASA, you can see how incredible they all are. Every galaxy, they look like paintings and masterpieces. So the Navi, the prophet, speaks of this most lucidly, clearly when he says in Yeshaya and Isaiah 40, Pesukim 21 and then 26. Verses 21 and 26. He says, do you not know? Have you not heard? Was it not told to you from the beginning? Do you not understand how the earth was founded? Lift up your eyes to the stars and see who has created them. He numbers them all like an army, and he calls them all by name. So it's really incredible ideas that Rabbi Kaplan brings forward here. And may Hashem give us all the clarity and the wisdom to find our own purpose, our own tachlis, our goal of what we're supposed to be doing in this world, and to really achieve our goals and everything we're supposed to achieve in this world. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you back again soon on Sweet and Good Torah. Thanks a lot.